are going to do some zucchini, I guess you could call them zucchini fritters. I just call them little zucchini bundles. Something good you can have for, as a side for dinner, or you can just actually have them as your whole dinner. So let's get started. First of all, I think I better roll up my sleeves a little because we are going to shred these zucchinis, and it's probably going to go all over the place. But anyway, the first thing I do is I get myself a bowl like this. Then what I do is I take a towel, one of my cooking towels that I used to use these when I used to make a lot of spaghetti, and I used to dry them on these towels. And what I like to do is I like to line my bowl with this, and you'll see why as we go along here. Whoops, I just hid my zucchini. So let's get these out. I'm going to shred. These are kind of small, so I'm going to do about 3 of them, and I'm going to do it on one of these box graters. And what I like to do is I like to do it right inside here, because if you know anything about the zucchini, you've got to get it dry. You're going to have to squeeze all the water out of this when we're done. So just keep doing like this. Be careful when you get down, towards the end here, that you don't slice your finger or whatever. But just keep doing this until you've got them all done. We are just about done. This is my last one, getting this all grated. And I always throw this last little bit away because, like I said, I don't want to be grating my fingers. Makes a loud. My basket is empty, that's why it keeps making such a loud noise. Get as much zucchini as you can off your grater. Get it all. Like this. I think I'll go over and put this in the sink. Now the reason why I put a towel in this is because now all we have to do, instead of transferring this to a towel, is pick up the towel from our bowl here. Because what we want to do, we actually should let this sit for about 15 minutes to get as much water out of it as you can. And so you'll see, just turn it in your cloth right here. Look how much water comes out of this. A lot of water. And you want to get as much as you can out of it to make our patties. So keep squeezing until, if you even let it sit, even after you did this much, and then you went and did something else, you're still going to get more water. But for my purpose today, we're just going to wring it out the first time. See how much water, the liquid is in there from the zucchini? A lot. Now we're going to put this zucchini we're going to empty out this juice here, and we're going to put it into the bowl. Now here we have it all in our bowl. Looking good. Now to this, we are going to add a couple onions. We want to chop these up kind of small. I always like to cut off a little bit of the end. I know I've mentioned my mother a million times in some of my videos here, but I want to tell you why I'm cutting all these in half like this. Most people don't do that. But my mother always said that if you cut the onion like that in half, it's easier to digest. So that's why I'm cutting them as small basically as I can get it. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but since my mom told me, and we all kind of do, you know, what our mothers taught us. So I always cut the onion all the way like that. Always. I say, I don't know if it's true or not. But I like the real small cut anyway. You know, one thing I want to mention to you too, you know, the towel that you took your zucchini out of, you know, right now it's green. I'm sure it's very, very, very green. I never have problems getting it back to pure white. All I do is soak it in powdered Tide, and they come back just as white as can be. So I just thought I would mention that. I don't know about you folks, but I don't like my towels looking dirty. You know, they're stained, I should say. So in goes our onion, like this. Get all these little onions off here. And now we are going to, even these onions bother my eyes. My eyes are starting to water up with even these onions. Now I have an egg I'm going to put in. Heat up an egg. This is going to bind it together. Okay, got an egg. And while I'm doing that, I have turned my pan on. I have a little bit of butter in there right now. And I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Oops! I'm going to add a little bit of oil more oil than I wanted to the pan. So anyway, I've got this heating up. Like I said, a little bit more oil than I wanted, but we'll see. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt to our zucchini here. And some nice ground pepper. You know, to your liking, whatever you'd like. And what's really going to bind it together is I use the almond flour. Now, I can't give you the exact amount of almond flour that I'm going to need for this. I'll know as I mix it up. I start with 1/4 cup, you know, and put it in. And we'll see as we go along. You know, it all depends on how big your zucchini were and how much you have, you know. But you want it to really hold together. And you want it to hold together good, because we're going to be making these, like I said, into little patties that I think you're really going to like. Now, it's looking pretty good. I could possibly even need another egg in this one. I want them to hold together quite nice. Maybe I'll add another 1/8 cup and see how that looks to me. You know, like I've said many times before, Italian people cook with their eyes. They usually don't know the amount of ingredients. I have a couple people constantly asking me to give them a recipe for a nice sauce for spaghetti, and it's so hard for me to do that. Now this looks pretty good. My butter and oil are starting to sizzle there. So let's do one of these and see if it holds together. That's all you do. Now if there's something else you want to put in, if you want to put in some peppers, or if you want to put in more vegetables, you can. But trust me, they're very good just like this. And see, I'm really mixing it good. I want that almond flour to be evenly distributed. There we go. Now what I do, because I want my patties to be even, and there's a reason for that, I take an ice cream scoop. As you know, I used to manufacture cookies for a living, so I have plenty of scoops. We use these for very, very large, this particular one for very, very large, you know, cookies. And I find that this is a nice size for this. So what I do is I kind of pack it into my scoop here, drop it into my nice hot pan, and I kind of smash it down. Smash it down. You can smash it down with your scoop, you can smash it down with your hand. It gives you some nice big patties here. put these in here. Now, we're going to cook these for quite a while. I mean, I want these really nice and brown. And I want them to hold together. So, we'll just do the 3 for now. But you see how it goes. And I feel still some moistness, you know, like more water could have come out, but because of the time, you know, I'm just doing it this way. Let me move him over. Get room for this guy here. I have it on high, but this is just one of these portable burners. If I had it on my stove, I probably wouldn't be able to do it on high. Because you want them to cook through, and they need the time. So in the meantime, what we're going to do, we're going to move this out. In fact, I'll have to take this over, because we're going to make something else to go with. In the meantime, I'm going to make a Tzatziki sauce. I love it. I love it. In here, I have 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. Some of the yogurt now, you can get it, you know, and it says, how does it say? Something like dried yogurt or dried Greek yogurt or something like that. If you can get that, that's even better to use something like that. To this yogurt, I am going to add, I have to run over here and try and reach everything. Now, first of all, in our Greek yogurt, I'm going to put a 1/2 tablespoon of salt. Got our 1/2 tablespoon of salt in there. Then I'm going to put in some minced garlic. Just 1 clove, you don't need a whole lot. Just 1 clove in there. There we go. To see how our zucchini is doing. It's got a ways to go. Got a ways to go. Then I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of lemon juice. About a tablespoon. Don't have much room here, as you can tell. Then I'm going to put in a tablespoon of dill. I love dill. Love the smell. Now I'm going to put in, what I do is I have this, you know, I cut some of these on the box grater, but they're too thick. But so I got this little thing out that I love. It cuts it really, really, really thin. I've got 3 of these. They have different sizes, you know how you want it. But I like the dill like this, really thin. I don't like it thick inside this. So I'm going to put in a bunch of dill here. This is a great little gadget. Actually, sometimes I even do my zucchini with this. You know. I'll do my zucchini this way, but then I do cut it. That looks like about enough, maybe. Cucumber is very good for you. You know, I believe in a liver detox, which actually contains the cucumber. If you go on one of my, well, I forget what one it is, but one of my videos, it shows you that liver detox. But anyway, so then all you do is mix this up, and this is going to complement. I think I'll put in a little bit more dill. I like a lot of dill. I mean, I'm not sorry, dill, the cucumber. And I've got some more thinner pieces in here, so I'm going to put more cucumber in here. And like I was saying, cucumbers is very, very good for you. I met a man not too long ago, and he was telling me that he had a liver transplant. And what I thought was so interesting was he told me that part of his ritual or part of his healing process is to eat cucumbers every day. I think that was interesting. And as I told you on my one video that I can't remember what it was entitled, where I show you the liver detox, it's with mineral water, mint, dill, and either lime or lemon juice. And it really is a very, very good detox. And I recommend everybody try that once or twice a week. You know, in the summer, it's a real easy drink because it's so refreshing. And when I was at the cancer clinic in Mexico, I stayed at the Ritz, and they served that, that drink, just as a drink to just about anybody, So anyway, so do give it a try. All right, so now we have this all ready, and I'm going to check our zucchini here. Our zucchini patties are looking good, so while I'm waiting for these to finish, I'm going to do a little cleanup right here. Okay, I placed one of our patties on our dish. Actually, I put a little bit of arugula on the dish first. So you can put any kind of lettuce or something, any kind of lettuce you like, romaine, whatever you like. And I've got one of them on here, and now I'm going to put the next one on top. I like to put them on a piece of paper towel first to make sure I drain off any kind of oils or anything that's on it. I'll put that on there, and then I'm going to put our next one on. Nice little pile. Nice little stack. Zucchini stacks. Maybe that's what I should call them. Zucchini stacks. So let's get this cleaned up here. And then what I like to do, whoa, I'm going to burn myself on this burner. Then what I like to do is add some of my tzatziki sauce all around. It's a little round like this. This is still quite hot. A little bit around our dish here. And anyway, and I'd even serve more tzatziki sauce on the side. And perhaps I need a tiny bit more arugula. Give it a little look here. Give it a little. There we go. And I like arugula. So that's our zucchini stack. I hope you'll try it. Once again, as always, everything that I cook, I use healthy ingredients, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's something a little different for you, and I hope you enjoy. There we go, my zucchini stacks. Yummy, yummy. Anyway, it's a beautiful day here. I'm going to go for a walk, and until next time, as I say, siate felici. Bye-bye for now.